Hello Sagittarius and welcome to Truth While Told Tarot. This is Andrea and I'm here to do your November 2025 monthly tarot reading for the sign of Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, so I hope you're well. As always, the reading won't be for everyone. Take what resonates for you. So welcome Sagittarius. We have your angel answer message, compromise. I mean, it's whether you want to or not. When we have compromise, depends on your circumstances. Let's see what we have for you. What do we have for Sagittarius? So let's pull a romance message for the month of November. What do we have for Sagittarius? We have stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So staying positive. Open. Let's see what we have for you. Let's pull a money message. What do we have for our lovely Sagittarians for the month of November? Message for Sagittarius, I've got two. It's interesting, I had employment change for Leo, but you know, it's not unusual for fire signs to have similar energies, though there's always nuances that are different, which is why I do individual readings. So we have employment change. Your career path is leading you in a higher direction with positive changes to support your dreams, priorities, passions, and life purpose. Trust that these changes will help you release the old and welcome in the new. You are being supported each step of the way. So, employment change, and we have obstacles and blocks are lifted. All your good personal work and your positive energy shift have overcome previous obstacles and blocks are lifted away. You will now experience progress and forward movement with your projects. Stay centered in gratitude to ensure that your flow of abundance continues. All right, Sagittarius, let's see what we have for you. What do we have for our lovely Sagittarians? Thank you, angel, spirits, guides. Message for Sagittarius. So as usual, we're going to just go through week by week, roughly. Again, there is an element of divine timing with that, but the messages remain the same. So what do we have for Sagittarius, starting with week 1? Angel, spirits, guides, thank you. We have the Four of Swords. I've pulled 2. So we've got the Star and the Knight of Wands. We have the Seven of Wands. And we have the Six of Wands. Wow, this is high energy, which is not unusual for you because this is fire energy out of 3 out of 4 cards, or 5 cards. It's fire energy all over this reading. I mean, action, driven, assertiveness, creativity, passion. Let's see what we have for you. What do we have for Sagittarius? Thank you, angel, spirits, guides. Oh, I've pulled the wrong deck. What do we have for Sagittarius? Okay, cards to go with the cards on the table. Thank you, angel, spirits, guides. For November. I'm going to do one more shuffle. Message for Sagittarius, thank you. Four of Swords, week 1. So we have the Ten of Cups. So the cat's snoring in the background, so that's what that noise is, just to make you aware. Week 2, we have the Three of Wands. We have Justice with week 3. And we have, wow, the Chariot, week 4. So 1 second. I'm sorry, I just had to kind of stroke her because it was really loud. So we have the Four of Swords and the Ten of Cups. This is a scenario here, Sagittarius, where it feels like something is happening where there is that huge sense of relief. And everything falls back into place. The Ten of Cups represents everything coming together. It can represent family, long-term committed relationships, happy home. It just feels here that there is something that is happening here that brings in a huge sense of relief for you. And it can be that sense of, oh, I can finally just, have a little breather this week, because it might well be the thing that you've been striving for is happening here in some way. Now, I mean, that could well be things to do with family. It might well be a huge sense of relief, or relationships. It can be in your financial circumstances, again, other areas of life. This just feels that sense of something really positive. And it just feels that sense of, oh, I can just have a huge sigh of relief and get my energy back, take some time out, be with the people who are important to me. It just feels that kind of energy for week 1. The Ten of Cups can represent sometimes for me as a reader, the rainbow after the rain as well. I mean, we do have the star in the reading too. I mean, the weeks aren't necessarily linked together, but the star comes after the Tower in the major arcana. It can represent change, again, truth, revelation, an event that happens, something that happens that is like the rug being torn from under you. There could well be some circumstances that you've been dealing with here. It could even be any area of life, whether it's property, relationships, sorting things out. It could well be to do with family dynamics, health areas, financial areas. I mean, however this manifests for you, it just is that sense of everything coming back together and falling into place again, is what I'm seeing for you here. Now, the energy with the Three of Wands, the Knight of Wands, and the Star, it can represent something coming in. It can represent an offer. The thing that you've taken steps towards with the Three of Wands, you're feeling really optimistic and positive, because there could well be some opportunity coming in here. That sense of new hope and optimism, blessings and wish fulfillment, that you feel that you're moving in the right direction now. The Knight of Wands brings that sense of offers and opportunities for change. So it can be a job offer, a business opportunity. This feels like that sense, because those two cards came out together as well. Something that you were hoping that was going to happen is kind of happening here. You see something coming into harbour. With the Three of Wands, it's not in the harbour yet, but it is looking very positive. So this feels like offers for opportunities for change. It could be job offers, business opportunities, or getting a green light on a situation, getting the go-ahead. Knight of Wands can also represent things like departures as well, if you're wanting to leave somewhere. It can represent that sense here that you feel that the steps that you've taken, something very positive is happening. And there is that sense of new hope, optimism, healing, renewal, blessings. But this is just about moving forward in faith. Those ships are coming into harbour, but they're not in the harbour yet. So this feels like you're absolutely moving in the right direction. There are positive changes here, positive shifts happening. There's progress to do with either getting some kind of green light on your circumstances, I mean, this can be things like I said, job opportunities is very powerful with the Knight of Wands, but it can also represent things like, things like visa applications, green lights to do with, job opportunities, or if you're wanting to go somewhere or wanting a green light on a scenario from the things that you've taken action towards. It feels like it's moving forward in the right direction is what I'm seeing for you, but it's not in the bag yet. So it can be green lights or getting the go-ahead in other areas, approvals. Yes, it's all systems go. This just feels like there is new hope. Things are progressing here in a very positive way. You just feel so empowered. I mean, all these wands energies, really determined. I also want to say here, because again, it is a general reading, to do with relationships specifically, the Knight of Wands can sometimes represent a player, somebody who might have messed you around. So again, if somebody is asking for renewal or healing, or if there's new hope in a situation with this person, with the Three of Wands, it can represent you have to make a decision maybe week 2 in terms of whether this person is for you or not, or whether you want to turn your back on this. Because the Three of Wands can actually represent that ship has sailed, or it's positive in terms of I'm open to this. So you have an opportunity to do either or with the Three of Wands, should it be about a personal connection of some kind. The Seven of Wands and Justice is a sign that your efforts will be their own reward. Seven of Wands is a sense of real determination to overcome the thing that challenges you, whether it's competition or opposition in other areas. That could be official, bureaucratic, paperwork, contractual obligations. All of this kind of thing as well. But the Seven of Wands can also represent, being determined to overcome whatever challenges you and get to where you want to be. It requires a level of perseverance, and this is where you're saying, don't give up, keep on going, because this is where you are being kind of tested with the Seven of Wands to stand your ground, stand up for what you believe in, stand up for what is right, and also with determination, determined to get where you want to be. Now, justice can be to do with legal processes, government institutions, but it can also represent bureaucratic processes, red tape. Like I said, for some of you, it could even be things like overseas applications of some kind. It's not limited to that, but it feels like some of you might just have to get the go-ahead on something. You might have to jump through a few hoops in some way. So this can be the scenario. For others of you, it could well be towards a job, a contract of some kind, or winning a contract in some way. But justice is kind of telling you, you do the work and everything will take care of itself. Now, again, if it's not to do with this kind of area as well, week 3, you might be standing up for somebody. You might be supporting someone to do with what's right, fair and true. Whether it's karmically, whether it's officially, or whether it's to do with what's right, fair and true. This is somebody who is absolutely, they know the truth. They know what's right and true, and they're standing up for what's right and true and are determined to overcome something that stands in their way. So quite a powerful stance with this. And it also represents that justice as a concept, as universal law, is on your side. You could be standing up for someone, protecting them, helping them in some way, to get maybe the right outcome. So this would be very powerful as well. And it looks like that would be achievable this week again. These energies can be big or small. They can be scaled up or scaled down. But the fundamental energy remains the same. Justice is, a just and fair decision that's in the light of truth that restores balance and harmony. It can represent official processes like legalities, contracts. It can represent government institutions, but it can also be a karmic energy as well. What we put our energy into is what we get back. Maximum effort, maximum return. So this is the scenario here of a strong sense of getting some kind of karmic reward or recognition for the effort that you are putting into something, with a determination to overcome it. And it likely will be its own reward, your efforts. But again, some of you might be waiting for, again, opportunities, contracts. For others of you, this can be go-aheads, green lights, with determination to kind of overcome the things that challenge you in some way. But remember, the minor arcana can be about daily, everyday activities. So again, these are kind of large or small energies, but the fundamental energies remain the same. What are messages? For your efforts, you will get the karmic reward. And you do. It ends on a high. The month is ending on a high for you because we've got 2 cards of victory. This is winning. This is victory. This is triumph. This is success. So whatever you've set out to do here, Sagittarius, you win. You make it happen. This was eyes on the prize to victory, triumph, and success with determination and perseverance and willpower, and you get there. 6 of Wands can be very positive in terms of promotion and recognition. It's a sense of achievement and accomplishment as well on the business level, with a real determination to overcome whatever challenges you, whether it's competition or challenges or obstacles, and get the outcome that you want, get to the place that you want to be, because you didn't give up, because you persevered. Now, again, with some of you, it could well be a victory if you're standing up for someone else and defending someone else as well. The same thing applies. It could well be that you get the outcome that you want because really you're not accepting anything else other than that with this kind of energy. So you're very clear in terms of what's right, true, and fair. So this just feels here, Sagittarius, that there is an absolute victory, triumph, and success for you, a win for you. It's a lovely energy with the Chariot energy, whether it's to do with jobs or approvals or being able to move forward, contractual areas. Lovely energy. Now, the additional message with the Chariot can also be about moving on from what was to what will be. I mean, you have been on some kind of journey, that's clear. So it can be about moving from A to B as well, but you overcome something and you get there, is the fundamental energy here too. On a personal level, not taking anything else, into account, the Chariot and the 6 of Wands can sometimes be, from a personal or romantic point of view, it can represent being asked, can you overcome something and put it behind you? So some of you might be being asked of that. Can we put something behind us, overcome it between us, and put some kind of fallout, disagreement, conflict behind us? So on a personal level, that can be the case as well. But this is a great win card. I mean, these 2 cards are very powerful in terms of winning, triumph, success, victory. You get there. It really does end on a high because there's such determination to make it happen, whatever the thing is. But it feels like either some kind of green light that you're striving for. I mean, sometimes it can be things like, whether it's litigation or whether it's to do with trademarks or copyright or, bureaucracy on that level as well, or visa applications will be justice as well. So there are levels to this, but the fundamental energy is you get the go-ahead. It will be the same for things like mortgage applications as well. But very positive in terms of new contracts, very positive in terms of getting fair outcomes for defending somebody who, because you know what's right and true. Ultimately, victory. But when we have employment change, this is the thing that you set out to do, it comes to fruition. Let's see what we have for you. What do we have for our lovely Sagittarians? Thank you, angel spirits, guides. Message for Sagittarius. And, the additional message that I want to say with the Four of Swords, if it's not for some of you a sense of relief or release, sometimes we seek respite with family and people who matter to us. I feel for a lot of you, there is some kind of relief or something that's important, something that you might have gone through that's important, where you get some sense of relief, that everything is coming together and is positive, to do with relationships, family, children, however that manifests for you. But the Four of Swords can also be a patient energy, being supported by the people that love us and we love. So some of you just might be, it's like the kind of stillness before everything kind of starts happening. You might even decide to take some time out and spend it with family. Again, whatever changes happened before coming into the reading. Sometimes it can be, okay, I'm going to enjoy this time. I'm going to take a little time out, and then I'm going to start taking action. All right, Sagittarius, let's pull you a spirit to animal oracle message. What do we have for Sagittarius? We have eagle, ancestral healing. Your ancestors are holding space for you to heal your past. So you're being watched over by your ancestors as well. The eagle is always lovely in a reading. Again, it means that you're being watched over. You will get the clarity that you need, which you will. Clearly you're striving for something, and then there is victory. I've got the snake. I did look at the bottom of the deck, so I'm going to say it. We've got snake, Kundalini rising. Channel your creative passion and sensuality. Welcome the transformation. So the snake is about shedding of an old skin. It's about letting go of the old and allowing yourself to grow in change, be renewed. The snake is deeply transformative, out with the old, in with the new, but it can also be a sign for me as a reader of medicine. So, for some of you, it could well be getting just the right medicine. It could well be a medical thing for some of you. It can be about becoming a healer or connecting to one as well. So some of you, that might apply in the month of November. It can also be more conceptually finding just the remedy to your situation. It's a powerful symbol, the snake. The eagle and the snake are powerful symbols. You could be seeing signs of those two symbols in the month, even repeating signs. And it's a way of spirit guiding you. All right, what do we have for Sagittarius to finish off the reading? Let's pull a spirit message. Thank you. Have fun. Stop. When was the last time you had fun? When was the last time you took a chance and did something silly, something totally unlike you, something just for the joy of it? It's long overdue for you to let go of your analytical mind and give yourself and your soul permission to have fun. With all the action-orientated energy on the table, remember to take some time out for you to just recharge, to do things that feed your soul, your inner child. It balances out our energy and even re-energizes us to deal with the more serious tasks. Let's pull one more. What do we have for Sagittarius? We have serenity. The most important relationship you can have is with yourself. This is a time to honor, nurture, and love yourself more by seeking out and removing any negative feelings and emotions that are left over from yesterday. Don't let past issues and resentments interfere with your serenity today. Some advice for you for the month of November. But a lovely energy here. Obstacles are going to be lifted. It takes perseverance and determination, but you absolutely get there. Some of you, again, this compromise energy can be whether you're prepared to compromise or not, to do with your circumstances. Justice is all about what's fair, right, true, honourable. So I think that you've got a very clear compass to do with that. And we have stay optimistic about your love life. Again, it might well be a message for some of you that there is that sense of new optimism, whether it's existing love or new love for some of you. That's what I have for you for the month of November. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, please do like, share and subscribe. I wish you a wonderful month, Sagittarius, and I will see you next time.